Hi, Mon. We're a bit early today, but that's because I couldn't control myself and I really wanted to start early today because I was really excited. You don't mind too much, do you, I hope? Hello, everyone. Give me just 1 second. Let me adjust everything. Let me get all adjusted here. I'm still getting used to how everything works. There we go. Okay. I have to get my hand cam set up all perfected, Mons, for you. Okie dokie. Without further ado. Ooh. Okay. We can start like 8 whole minutes early, Mons. The scandal. Oh my gosh. Hiya, Mons. Hello. Hiya. Hello. Don't mind the teeth. Don't mind them. Hello, it's me, Daiya Fortuna, your always sounding lucky lady. I hope you're doing very, very well today. We're back. And we've returned with, the partially completed visage of our lovely Necronomicon. That's right, we're working on this again some more today. With more help. And more support because Mons were so kind as to give me some treats and goodies with which to be able to use upon this beautiful pet project of ours. So I'm looking very much forward to it. Thank you so much, Mons, Absolute Link, and Jello Noel for the gifted. Give me a second and I will punch Mon violently in your honor. 1 moment. Gotta pull up all the alerts, make sure I've got them. There we go. Okay. So now that I have those visible to moi, let us move Mon front and center so that Mon can be violently squeezed. Get the Mon and punch. There we go. Thank you for your support. Okay. It is very warm in the casino today, so I am wearing my gloves and my big oversized uranium consumer shirt that Mon's got me. So, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. But I was excited to get to spend some time together, and just yap. And I don't know how long exactly we'll be going for on this, but I have some ideas and some things I want to try because we have access to lots and lots of things, including but not limited to epoxy now. We have epoxy. So I can now sculpt using 2-part epoxy clay. I am in a well-ventilated area, relatively. So should be fine. Should be okay. It'd be different if I was using liquid epoxy. That's even worse, but we should be okay. I've got a big ol' fan pointed at me. You might be able to hear it. 1 second, Mons. Doggy Fortuna's. Oh, whoa. Oopsies. My very precarious hand cam setup is once again. What are you doing? Oh, you want to come in? You want to come in here and watch me make abominations? Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. So. It's fine. Everything's good. Don't worry about it, Mons. Everything's a-okay. Okie dokie. So, oh, pardon. Sorry. My apologies. Your boundaries and space are important. Sucker Blooming Rose, thank you so much for the soup. Hiya, Daiya. You have fun. Thank you. There you go. I punch Mon for you in your honor. In your honor, I punch Mon for you. Okay. So, plan for today is as follows. I have an idea, Mons. Last time on the epic of making a horrifying abomination, we had the problem of the book that we were using originally too long this way. We had a little bit of overhang. I've devised a solution, okay? I've found a solution to this problem. in my possession, I have approximately 8 more pages of human skin. Right? So what if I just made my whole Necronomicon out of human skin? The whole thing. Not just part, the whole thing. I mean, 8 pages isn't a lot, but it's certainly got a little bit more heft to it due to the thickness of the fake synthetic skin. Wouldn't you say? Hey, dude, what are you doing? You come into my very important business office to cause trouble for me? Oh, you've been... okay. Yeah, you're messing with my hand cam supplies. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Okay, he's in here and he's causing problems. You gotta think about what you're writing on him. We'll figure that out later. We'll figure that out later. That's not a right now problem. That's not a right now problem. That's for future Daiya to worry about. But I think we can probably just stack all of it, right, on top. And then we have more of a book situation, right? What are you doing? Little guy? What? Sorry, he's just walking around and being weird. I don't know how to explain it. But I also have my I forgot that I didn't have like a palette for this project. So, don't mind the teeth. So in place of that, we're instead using a scrap of a paper plate. I had a full paper plate, but then I thought, that's too big, and it's not going to fit on my nice little hand cam setup very well. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and instead rip it apart and destroy it, basically. So, you know, we're going to need some eyeballs looking at the book. Yeah, right? We're going to need some eyeballs. Well, that's where the epoxy comes in. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh. My wrist like cramped up for a second there. Hope I'm not getting like carpal tunnel or whatever. I don't know. I spend a lot of time with my wrist like this. Click, 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 you know? So, I feel like it's probably not the greatest for my wrist health, my joints, I don't know, my achy breaky bones. Yeah. Anyways, so, less about that though, because right now, the big thing is making this beautiful mug, right? I have gotten some new things, including but not limited to red acrylic paint, Mod Podge. This is the matte Mod Podge because I thought if it was shiny it might look too synthetic on camera. And then a series of terracotta lightly textured acrylic paints to give more of a human skin tone and general complexion after the fact. Because I decided I didn't really like how fake this skin was, so I'm going to be dry brushing it with some terracotta colors. I think that will make things look nicer. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Anyways. So, that's my plan. That's my plan. I'm sure there's some exercises. Yeah, probably. Like that. True to life feel. Exactly. You understand. Okay. So, strange, the original tweet for the stream got flagged. Again? I didn't even use a real okay. That's right. Daiya Fortuna streams are, I keep saying that they're, they're fun for the whole family, but apparently that's not the case. Anyways, we're gonna peel back this first layer of skin, right? I'm kind of thinking what we're gonna do here first is we're going to really focus on this bottom. Oh, firstly, I'd like to say the acrylic glue that we used works perfectly. It just works better in thicker, like with when there's more to adhere to. So this section works great. This one we had some stragglers, which is why sometimes occasionally throughout my hand cam space I find teeth, but that's fine. It's okay. It's normal. But I think, let's see here. I think what I'm going to do first is probably one-to-one. I feel like I'm gonna try with the epoxy first, because I want to make the eyeballs. So this is, wait, is this part A or part B? This is part B. Okay, I should not use part B yet. I should use part A first. Okay, so the way that epoxy works, for those of you unfamiliar, epoxy is a 1-to-1 ratio. This is clay. This is epoxy clay. So the way that epoxy clay works is we're going to grab a good amount. I'm wanting to make one eyeball first. So let's start with just a small amount, nothing crazy. Maybe like that much, just to pinch off a little bit in the hand. Enough to make like a comfortable eyeball. Maybe a little bit more than that. Let's see here. Okay. So, I'm gonna grab this. Put that in there. So we'll grab this. And then we're gonna grab approximately an equal-sized amount of part B. And then the way that epoxy works... Oh, it smells. I'm not surprised, but I'm still disappointed. Okay, is we're going to take epoxy and we're going to... That's about... I would say that's approximately a 1-to-1, maybe a little bit more on the B, on part B. But then you mix it together to make the adhesive. Oh, and these are going to be sticky. Oh, it's going to stick to my glove so good. I don't want it to, though. But, so now what we're going to do... Now, this is actually... I think this is perfect. So, kind of like putty or clay, we're going to... What's the pot time for this stuff? As far as how long it can stay, like how long you can have it out and open. Pretty good long while, but after this is mixed, right? After this 1-to-1 ratio is mixed, we have about 45 minutes to an hour for its set time. So the way that this works is we're going to sculpt it to the shape that we want. We're going to adhere it, and then we're going to paint it, and then it will seal and cure, right? It looks a little bit like denture putty. It does. It does look a little bit like denture putty. Okay. So, this should be pretty good. Also, Board DevOps, thank you so much for the $5 tip. D.I.Y Necronomicon, aka just Daiya things. This is part 2 of our Necronomicon. We already made part of it in our last stream, but we're making even more of it today. Hiya, hiya, thank you so much for the tip. I will punch Mon. There you go. Copy that snake. Thank you for the soup. I've been moving my arms like a Lego man after doing burpees for the last few days. My suffering honors our lucky lady. Thank you. Glory to the mistress of meat cakes. Glory, glory. Okay. So, you know, at first, I was like a little bit bummed because I didn't know how I was going to like the color once it was mixed. But actually, I don't mind this like off-white kind of color. I think I would still like to have, like, maybe some, whatchamacallit, maybe some, like, blood, I'm gonna try to make, like, an eyeball adjacent shape here. Okay. I'd still like to maybe have some, like, whatchamacallums, some veins and like other things like that to like denote, you know, realism. But for now, I think this is quite good. Okay, so other thing I've realized is we're going to need, well, okay, worst comes to worst, I'm just going to put down another sheet of skin, because worst comes to worst, if I think it'll be easy enough to remove it from this once it's cured, hopefully. Okay, so there we go. Okie dokie. Now, we're gonna want to make an approximately eyeball shaped shape. So I feel like I want to make them like kind of bulging, right? But I do want to make them very like set on the page as well. So maybe more of like this shape, so they're not like perfectly. Okay, no googly eyes. No, googly eyes would have been fun, but I don't have googly eyes on hand, unfortunately. I wish that I hadn't cut these holes in the eyes, actually, because it kind of ruins the experience, but that's okay, because we'll use this for other stuff. Okay, so actually we'll just connect these together through the hole, I think. Okay, so I really want, again, I'm a-okay with it not looking perfectly one-to-one. Oh, uh-oh. Don't worry about that, it's fine. It is quite sticky. I am coming to realize it is rather sticky. I've used epoxy sculpt before, but I don't think I've ever used it for a project like this. Squares aren't typically pure white, so it works out pretty well. Yeah, that's what my thought process on it is too, is I'm reassured by the fact that I feel that it gives more depth and realism, or at least that's what I'm going to say in my head in order to rationalize this. Okay, so I would say that both of these are vaguely eyeball shaped, right? And then the plan is, oh, I have some black puff paint as well that I want to use in mixture. One second. Okay, so I have some black. I don't have non-puffy black paint for some reason. This is just what I have on hand, and I'm making do with what I've got, so you'll have to forgive me for any, I don't know, I was gonna say inaccuracies, but like, you know, this is my project, and I'm running it, so, you know, if there's any inaccuracies, Mon-Mons, no, they're not. That's exactly how I meant to do it. Are you gonna paint the eyes or leave them white for a more undead feel? I think I may paint them, but I haven't decided what exactly I want to do with them yet. We'll see. We will see. But right now, what I want to do is I want to mix paints together, Mon-Mons. Okay. So, fun little fact about me, Mon-Mons, I forgot to buy, kind of forgot to buy, some paint brushes. So we are kind of using a fun little mixture of, things I had on hand, but it's fine. That's, it's a fun creative activity, Mon-Mons. We're challenging our, creativity by means of, making our own fun, right? That's what we're doing? Yeah, that's what we're doing. I also have just realized I don't have any form of paper product with which to, like, if I accidentally get something on something, I don't have anything to, you know what, I think I can just grab, like, that. Yeah, this random cleaning wipe that I have for some reason that is of no importance. Yeah, that's a paint thing now. Okay. There we go. We're good now. Okay. So, now I've got a paint rag. World's good. Where did my red paint go? Oh, okay. It's right here. Silly me. Okay. So, without further ado, red paint. There we go. Okay. 1-to-1 approximate ratio of red and black paint. And paintbrush. And mix. This is way more red paint than I needed. That's fine. Don't worry about it. This is more paint in general than I needed, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I should have put like the world's tiniest little bit of black. And the world's tiniest bit of red, because I don't need this much paint. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But anyways, I need to mark these because I need this for the nostrils, Mon-Mons. I didn't want to do a true... Okay. I didn't want to do a true... Like... okay, so that's what the eyeballs are. Where's the approximate placement of the nose? Like right there. Okay, so put just the world's tiniest dot there. Okay, so now we'll just kind of hope for the best, I guess. Kind of. This'll be fine, Mon-Mons. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You know what? We'll just bridge the gap so that if there's any kind of, like, spots we miss, you know, it'll be fine. It'll peek out through. In fact, actually, you know what? This is really fun. I'm having a good time. Okay. Now, I probably should have primed the surface beforehand, because the synthetic skin is kind of, it's not porous. Right? So it doesn't absorb and seep in quite the way that I'd like it to. But I think if we get the layer thin enough, it should be fine. So we're just going to... I wanted this to look kind of like hardened, like old hardened blood. But I'm realizing that this is too... It's not enough of like a coppery brown, but that's okay. Well, that'll be fine. Just happy little accidents. Hi, Daiya. Who are you summoning the moment the Necronomicon is done? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna open it up and see what adventure awaits me. You know? I'm kind of I don't know. I'm a bit of... I would consider myself to be a bit of a spontaneous person in that sense. Oh, I've got to make sure that I don't... I think I'm actually going to use this also for around the mouth area. But the thing is I have to make sure that I don't get any of it on the teeth, ideally. I mean, I could. We could make some ichor, kind of like gross, black, grody stuff for the teeth, too. In theory, right? And that would work, too. We could do that. We'll just see. We'll just see. We'll see what we got. Okay. Okay. Not a huge fan of how streaky this application is, but maybe that'll add to the horror aspect of it? What do you think, Mon-Mons? Be honest with me. Do you think this is grungy and grimy and gross? Like, cool? Gross, grimy, grungy? Or do you think it's, like, cheap, bad, gross, grimy, grungy? Spontaneous is putting it lightly. Spontaneous, like a spontaneous combustion of fun. Right? Something like that? Mon-Mons, be honest with me. If you could describe me in 3 words, what would they be? What would they be, Mon-Mons? I'd love to know. I want to know how Mon-Mons see me. I'm not going to lie, Mon-Mons. The fun part of this whole thing is it's pretty much just an excuse to paint. And isn't that fun? feel like Bob Ross. But like Bob Ross if he was deeply, deeply mentally unwell. Don't worry, Mon-Mons, I can draw a clock. I'm not that unsound of mind. Just a little mad. Okay. It is starting to dry just enough that by moving anything around right now, I'm just pushing stuff around and, like, it's not doing good. Sakura, thank you for the super! 3 words are quirky, beautiful, and outstanding. Aw, happy little demonic summonings. Yeah, I was going to say, this is a very calm and very relaxing stream. Yeah, cool, mysterious, cannibalistic. Aw, cool, creative, cannibal. Aw, thank you. Surprise ASMR time. Yeah. That's the best kind of ASMR. It's the ASMR you're not expecting. Okay. I think you're right, though. I think we need to paint some eyes also. I've got some... I'm tempted and I'm torn, Mon-Mons. What to do, what to do, what to do. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll figure it all out. I'm still... Now, I will say, I'm probably going to stain some things with different colors, but that's fine. I do want to dry brush the eyeballs a little bit. I also want to give them some, like, again, like, some discoloration and other things like that. I want to give some dimension to, like, the wrinkles and other things. I also would really like to draw some, like to make some, like, blood. So let's do that real fast. Okay, so grab, like, a good amount of that, right? And then take just the tiniest, teeny tiniest bit of that. Put that in. And then I've once again made the same mistake I made last time in taking more than I really needed. Oh, this is not... Okay. If I take, like, all that, I mix it in. Okay. Is that a dark enough red? I would say that's a dark... Yeah, that's a dark enough red. Okay. Oops. Sorry. And then... I'm just gonna kind of... Again, in a nice, happy little square. Because we want to get anything that happens to be in those scar areas. Like in those open wounds. We want to get anything in there covered in this color. So, I'm just gonna kind of work my way through here. And we'll just figure it out as we go. Again, this is going to get sandwiched in between the layer above, so I'm not too worried about, like, even application or anything like that. It's supposed to be messy. Supposed to be messy, Mon-Mons. There's no point to it being even. That wouldn't... I mean, it would be too methodical, right? That would be too sane, I think. Too calculated. That's no fun. There's no fun to that. I wish that I had mixed, like, a little bit more, like, of a rust color out of this, because this kind of just looks like ketchup. I'm going to be so honest with you. But that's fine. Oh, it shows up much better on your side of things, Mon-Mons, I'll tell you that much. You could do wrinkles with paper mache, tissue paper. Yes, and we might do some texturing later on, but what I really want to do is I want the lacerations to genuinely look wounded. So that's my thought, and I'm sticking to it. That's my plan. Stick with me on it. I swear it'll look cool in the end, hopefully. Now, Mon-Mons, what do you think that we should do with the eyes? Do we think that, like, what do we think? What should we do with the eyes? Should we make them, like, fully, like, blacked out? Should we leave them gray? Like, should we do, like, a gray cast to them? Should we could make them, like, we could put, like, a gray cast over top that would look kind of neat. Might darken as it dries. True. That might be the case. what does the Mon what doth the Mon Council say in this matter? Also, wait. There you go. Like glassy maybe, gray cast black. Okay, okay. I'm seeing it. Okay. So maybe like okay, let's first do, I want to maybe pinprick eyes, kind of like gray cast. Yeah, we'll do like a, oh, my bad. Well, that'll be fine for now. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Daiya, this looks bad. And it does, but give me a second. I can work with this. Okay? Give me a second, Monmons. I can work with this. Let her cook, Monmons. I say. Let me cook. I got it. Probably. Maybe. You know, Monmons, it's really hard on a tacky surface to draw a circle. Did you know that? Hey, Monmons, did you know? Did you know that this is actually really difficult? 'Cause I didn't think this through. Wow. Monmons, who'd have thunk it? It's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. He's got blown pupils. You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That makes sense, I swear. Okay. There we go. Yeah, one of the guy's pupils is blown, but the other one's fine. Kind of. Kind of. Relatively. Okay. The biggest part is you're seeing it from an overhead angle and I'm not, and so it's definitely very disorienting. But it's fine. Okay. So, looks like a crazed undead Donkey Kong. Thanks. What is it? Well, I want to wait. I want to give it some time to dry. Good news. That acrylic has already dried. So, the rest of it will be dry in no time at all. Let's see here. What are some other things that I want to do? Ooh, I would, while that is drying, let me move Mon over here, put the paint over there, push you up a little bit while you dry. I would like to slide this part over, and I would like to give a little bit of a darkening up of the inside of the nose, of the nostrils here. There we go. I didn't touch the table, which is very impressive for me, because I normally make a mess of things. Okay. There we go. So. Okay, well that's not what I wanted, but that's fine. It's okay. It's not perfect by any means, and that's fine. I'm going to probably be painting over this with a skin tone anyways. Just because I'm not really a huge fan of how, like, I don't know, this one looks kind of plain. Like, it's very plain in one note, Monmons. I want a little bit more, like, oomph to it. You know? So, I feel like we should probably do a little bit of a, I mean, it's pallid, sure, but needs more detail. Daiya, this looks like someone made a grimoire out of Barney the dinosaur. Wait a second! It's gonna look better, I promise! It's gonna look cool. Don't worry about it. Monmons. Jeez! Have Monmons of little faith. Hey, mind giving me some of that skin? I'd pay for it? No. My skin. My skin. Monmons procured it for me. Why would I give it to you, Monmons? No, this is my skin. You made it. You gave it to me. You entrusted it to me. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Let's do a little that. And boop. A little adhere. Boop. And down. Mix, 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 mix. Oh, jeez. Okay, give me a second. Gotta mix colors. I don't know how well the terracotta paints are gonna mix. These are like all surface paints, so they're meant for like, they're gonna have like a little bit of a grain texture to them. They're like meant for painting on top of pottery, supposedly. They're like acrylics for pottery, I think. I'm not really sure. But you know, whatever the case, they look delightful. Okay. Anyways. Oh yeah. Oh, you see, that's more skin. That's. Oh. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. My table will walk it off. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The table will walk it off. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's good. Walk it off, table. Walk it off. A very delightful table. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna need a lot more for this, I think. I suspect I may need a lot more for this. But see, that's more of a skin tone, Mon. That looks more like skin. Just a little bit. Like flesh spillage. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the table's flesh spillage. It's fine. Look, Mon, we're gonna like a skin flood. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay? There's a dilemma of too much skin. It's fine. Okay. It's like okay. Michael76, thank you for the soup. I'm no art expert, but I dare say it's very Picasso-esque meets Eldritch. Always love Daiya yapping with no BGM. Yeah, do you have newspaper you don't need? Could be a good safety net underneath. See, Mons, that would be fantastic, but I don't. So you know what we're gonna use? That's right. Another sheet of skin. Mons, that's right. We're just gonna use another sheet of skin. There we go. There we go, Mons. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. It's all good, Mons. Look under your chair. There's another sheet of human skin. It's all good. We're good now, Mons. Everything is fine. Everything is fine and well. This is great. In fact, can save the excess and use it for other skin-related purposes. Yeah. Good old trusty piece of skin. Yeah. We're skin maxing, Mons. Don't worry about it. Okay. I think this is a... Oh, well. There's a little bit of dirt on that part, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. I do want to dry brush over this later with a little bit of a dark, muddy color. Probably that one that we made earlier. Just to give it some extra depth anyways. Oh, that's much lighter than the rest of it. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Oh, it's just like a uneven tan. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It's more than okay. It's great. It's the best. Let me just mix that really good, really fast. In case, you know, just in case, just in case, because it's looking a little unmixed. Here, don't worry about it. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. I have mixed a lot. So now we can go. Yippee, yay, yippee. Yippee, yay. That still looks much lighter. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Everything is going according to plan. Mons, don't worry about it. It's good. Oh my gosh, it's D.I.Y Fortuna. No. What about the cellophane wrap or something prior to stream? So forget not to be careful not to get anything close to Mon. Don't worry, Mon's not touching anything. And if Mon touches something, that's okay. That just makes Mon one of a kind. And extra special. There. Okay. There's always like a nostalgic feeling that comes of doing like a mundane task that has to do with arts and crafts. I think it's because like I don't know. Don't you just kind of long for like the childhood feeling of like being carefree and being able to just like lay down and take a nap whenever? Maybe it's just me, but I feel like arts and crafts are really fun because it kind of heralds back to an era gone by where I just had to worry about what kind of snack was going to be at lunchtime. Like, you know? I don't have to worry about bills or responsibilities or crimes, you know? Like, okay. So, I feel like if everybody just took a nap, we could maybe attain world peace. You know? Like, I think that could be the case. So real, right? Very therapeutic. Reminds you of art school. Yeah. Art class, you could just lay down whenever you nap. Wait. You could just lay down and nap whenever you want if you wanted to release yourself from the shackles of society. That's true, but Mon, then I wouldn't accomplish anything because I'd be napping all the time. You don't want that. What if Daiya Fortuna just never streamed because I was so busy actually, I have had to cancel stream because I was napping before, but most of the time it's because I'm sick. Generally. I have overslept once or twice though. Can you blame a girl? This looks really bad. Don't worry about it. It's gonna look better, I promise. Wow. Okay, it looks much more skin tone in person, but I'm worried that maybe it doesn't transfer on your side of things. Maybe it doesn't look that way to you. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I will work harder, I think, to show you the most flesh-colored, you know, possible. Okay, so let's just go back in with like an even, we'll just go in with like a super peachy color. Yeah, like this one. Doesn't have to be like super perfectly even everywhere color-wise. Maybe. maybe that's not a good look. You know, hey. This is pretty drastically different, huh? Well, that's fine. It's fine. It's an artistic choice. Mon's. It's art. It's art. No, I really don't like that. Oh no. Okay, wait. Let me just... Okay. And then like a ton more of this. Like a ton more. Okay. And then, gonna mix it all up again. Gotta mix colors. Today, Mons, what did I do? I didn't do anything super exciting or riveting today, Mons. I was actually very boring today. Had to do some errands, so mostly was just doing that today. And thinking about how much fun I was going to have here with you. It was kind of nice though. But a lot of errand running. Isn't the point of a Necronomicon to look bad? Yeah, that is the point. But I want it to look bad in an intentional way and not look bad in a bad way, you know? Now, did I want these stitches to, like, be red? Yes, but I'm gonna cover them in skin color because, hey, it happens. It'll be fine. Okay. If the color isn't perfectly even, that's fine. It can be mismatched because of discoloration, dirt, any number of other things. But this way, at least it's consistent in its inconsistency, if that makes sense. Okay. I don't know if you're gonna hear the paintbrush noises, but those are pretty good too. I should have like rigged up my second microphone to like where my hands are so you could hear the noises in better like high def. That would have been fun. I should have do that next time for like model kits or something like that. I'll do that. I still have model kits, Monmons. I've been talking about these model kits that I've been wanting to build with you forever. But I just keep getting distracted. I have like really old Ava kits. The plastic's not very good, but I have old Ava kits from the 90s that I want to build with Monmons. But I keep planning to, and then life intervenes. Yeah, dinner with family and made it back in time to catch the early stream start, so it's been a good day. I hope that you had a good dinner with your family, Zlotty. I got to have lunch yesterday with the Fortuna family, and it was really nice. Because of my traveling, because I'd been traveling and like busy and stuff like that, it felt like it had been forever since the last time that I'd gotten to have dinner with the Fortuna family. So I was really, really happy to get to spend time together and just have a meal. Sometimes you take for granted those little things of just getting to spend time with people that you care about, with stuff like that. But because I went on that girls' trip, it had been a little bit, and so I got to see Granny Fortuna, and I told her all about like my trip and about how much fun I had, and just all of the fun and hustle and bustle of it all. And she was delighted. There we go. I feel like we're getting a little more human skin-like now. Right? That looks more human. Kind of. It's fine. Hiya, a little late, distracted, cleaning up like a good Mon. I'm proud of you. Very wholesome Necronomicon stream. Does she know what a VTuber is? So Granny Fortuna kind of knows what a VTuber is. I have explained to Granny Fortuna that essentially I run like a radio show where I talk about my hobbies, because I felt like that was the most easy and accessible way to explain to her what exactly it is that I do. So she knows about it, but that's kind of about it. She's not super familiar, so she just asks me like, "Oh, is your show going good?" Which is very sweet of her. I'm very honored that the Fortuna family is very, very supportive and understanding. I don't, like, obviously, like, not everybody in the Fortuna family knows or anything like that, but, yeah, that's basically, it's Mama Fortuna, Papa Fortuna, and Granny Fortuna know. And everybody else know, because I don't want it to be a situation where, like, I don't know. I don't, like, doesn't need to be something that's told at, like, the Fortuna family reunion or anything like that, you know. That would be a little bit too much, but with close family members, it's okay. There we go. Okay, now for this whole situation. So, let's see how this is looking if we put this over the top. Oh, that's... Oh. Hey, Monmons. Hiya, PG. What is that? I'm making a Necronomicon. Hey, how do we feel about this? how do we feel about it? How do we feel about it? How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel? He's cute. Good. I want to put like an iris around it, not just black. I want to give him a little bit of like a iris of sorts. So let me grab some of this color, this like rich brown color, and then I'm gonna grab this reddy brown and I'm gonna mix the two together real good, I think. Move the big needle. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, Purely Chuny, thank you for 10 months of being a type 1 diabetic. And this is DJ Fortuna of the Fortuna channel of the internet on 77.7 FM. Dodgeball coming at you live. Hiya, Daiya. Boom. Yeah, just like that. Just like that, I would say. I would say just like that, actually. I'd say pretty much just like that. Is that not the general experience, Mon-Mons? What do you say? Okay. There we go. I don't have like a brown on hand, so I'm kind of having to make do with what I've got. But I must admit, this color is not half bad. Okay, so now I feel like we're going in a good direction with it, I think. Okay, so I've got like this kind of color, and then I think I'm just gonna go around the outside here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to. It's. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We're gonna paint back over the part that I messed up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, why are we knocking over my light, huh? Why are we knocking over my light, huh? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is good, actually. Yeah, this is, okay. Yeah. This is fine. It's fine. It's okay. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be alright. He's gonna be just fine. He's gonna be okay. Probably. I think he's gonna make it, Doc. I think he's gonna make it. He just needs a little corrective surgery. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. He's just gonna get like a little, like a dollop here, and then like a little dollop there. And then actually, I think for like a little bit of extra texture, cause it's puff paint, I think we'll just leave it there. Like we'll just let him have his pupils, you know? Like, we'll just let him have those for free. No, it looks really good, though. Thanks! Yeah. Maybe even better. Yeah, no, he looks perfect. To get fine lines, use a finer brush. If I had any other brush, I totally would, but I've got needles. I've got needles and I've got makeup brushes, and I've got this one single paintbrush I found. So, that's what we're working with, you know? And that's fine. And that's okay. In fact, I'm proud. I'm proud of it. You know, we've worked hard and we deserve it. And actually, I think I'm gonna kind of go in with a little bit of this and just go around the gum situation. I don't think we're gonna have any showage here, but never hurts, right? I'm also just having fun coloring. I just want to color. It's just an excuse. Once. I'm gonna be so honest with you. It's just an excuse. I'm having fun. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, put that to the side again. Again. And we're back. This time to do just a tiny bit of this mixed with that. And we're gonna mix more. Okay, mix like a lot more. Like a lot more. Maybe like that too. A little red. Okay. And then we're gonna go in for shading. Yeah. I need to really like Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. I've got bleach wipes for later. It's fine. It'll be okay. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But like there's things I'd like to do, like bags under the eyes and discoloration and other things like that. Right? Oh. That's not right. And so like I thought like a color like that would be really, really good for it. Yeah. You know? Because if I was a soul of the damned trapped in a book, I feel like I too would be a little bit off, right? He needs a nap, yeah. Just a little nap as a treat. He's been working very hard. Then like this here, maybe? Sorry, I'm like locked in for some reason. Don't mind me, mama. My apologies. But I'm thinking like I'm trying to like really darken it up for, again, like discoloration. Oh, this just seems right, right? I'm not giving him makeup though. That's gotta go all natural. Oh. Uh-oh. Sorry, buddy. Kind of messed up your whole thing here. Oops. It's okay. You're gonna be just fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. Anyways. I think this is pretty rough, right? Oh wow, is that a portrait of Bossy Moon? No. Hiya, hotties. Welcome. Hello. It's me, Daiya Fortuna. You're always someone's lucky card dealer. Today, we're finally working on my we're continuing work on my magnum opus. The let me move this part out of the way. This is the eyes and the part that's going under. But today we're continuing work on my magnum opus, my Necronomicon. And so far it's looking pretty good, I'd say. You know, I am terribly biased as I am the creator, but hiya, I'm Daiya Fortuna. You're always someone's lucky lady. I hope you're having a good day today. Yeah, I think we need some more red, though. I think we need more red on this. Definitely, right? Like, I want more of a, like, if we're gonna, because I do want to, like, splotch it up a little. I really want to, like, dry brush, you know, some like, dirt and grime and gunk into it, right? I don't want it to look perfect. I want it to look ratty. I want it to look splotched and gunky and grimy. And what are you doing? Why are you scratching the ground, buddy? Anyways, sorry. Daiya Fortuna's being a little weirdo. So, that one's too perfect. I don't like that. And then we'll go in with blood and other stuff like that later, but that helps to, like, darken it up a bit, I think. Looks nice so far. Thank you! Yeah, it's turning out pretty sick so far. That's what I'm saying. Like, practical, like, I'm not very good at it, right? But I really love, like, practical effects in horror films, and I always wanted to make, like, props and stuff like that. And I never got around to it. So I've been wanting to do this kind of stuff on stream, and I think I'm just going to start doing it for funsies sometimes. And for me, I've been wanting to make my own like take on a Necronomicon just as like a fun little art piece to do. And yeah, this reminds you of the one from Evil Dead. Yeah, it's supposed to. It's supposed to. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's not like I'm making a one-to-one creation of the Book of the Damned. It's just I saw it and went, wow, that'd be pretty fun. I kind of want to like goof around with something like that. And so now I am, because why not? For funsies. It would be fun to make one-to-one creations at some point in time, but I don't feel like I'm skilled enough for that yet. So eventually, right? Eventually we'll get to that point, but we're not there yet, and that's okay. I'm meeting myself where I am, or I'm trying to at least. So I feel like right now we're doing pretty good, all things considered. I kind of wanted a little more gunk to it, but I think that'll be good for like, I wish I had green. I don't think I've got green on hand, but I'd love to get some like rot in here too. But that's okay. I guess we could just use black for that. There's plenty of... Okay, so now, without further ado, let's... well, that's not dry yet either. Okay, I gotta keep working here because the eyeballs aren't dry yet. They're definitely not. You're doing what you enjoy and Momons are proud of you. Yeah, practical effects practice streams. Yeah! Yeah, I want to do a stream one day, Monmons, where I teach you how to use scar glue, and I think I'm just gonna like stick my wrist, like my forearm on stream, and I'll just use different kinds of like spirit gum, scar glue, the old tissue and like toilet paper method, and like a bunch of other methods for like making scars and making scarring and things like that. I do know a little bit about that. I've done them for Halloween costumes and stuff like that before. So I'm thinking about maybe doing like a stream of just like that to show you how that works too. And some other things like that too. Yeah. That would be sick, right? It'd be fun. Scar glue instructions unclear. Mom wants to eat the tube. Please don't. Please don't. You don't want to. It smells really bad. It smells awful. If you've ever had it like stuck to your face, I took scar glue once. Would any of those scar techniques work on the Necronomicon? I've never tried it on artificial skin. We could try it. The big thing is it takes off paint. So you want to do your like makeup, like any of the like blood or anything else that you want to use. You normally want to layer that on after you apply scar glue, because scar glue is an adhesive, so it will pick up any colors or pigments. So I think if we applied scar glue to this, firstly, it's pretty thick, so I don't know if it would pull, right? Because this is good, and there's a good level of elasticity here, but it's not the same level of elasticity as human skin. And I don't know, it might pull a little bit, but I don't think I don't know how it would do, because I don't think that it would maintain this rectangular shape and pull the way that you want it to. Because the way that scar glue works is you apply it to the skin and it literally pulls the skin together, right? What happens is you stretch the skin a little bit, you apply it, and then it like mix it all together so that it forms that indentation that you normally see with like older scars, right? And so it looks really cool, but I've never used it on artificial skin. We could try it. We could try it. I've never tried it. I've never thought about that. But I feel like that's a fun way to like try some stuff out, right? What a handsome lad. Yeah, what a lovely individual. Don't worry about it. It looks a little bit like an animatronic that I'm like sticking the skin over. It's great. I love it. I need more blood. I need blood now. I think we need to start making blood, and like a lot of it. So I'm gonna start mixing up some like gross, gritty, grimy colors to try and make some gross looking blood here. Because I want something like gross murky, right? Like we don't want fresh, we want gross, gritty, old, not fresh. So it needs to be darker than this, and I don't... I may just have to put more black onto it. I may just need to do more black and more red. What's that looking like? Yeah, that's not... Okay. More red! More black! Here we go. It's puff paint, and I don't know how it's going to work when mixed. I don't know if it's going to give like an insane amount of texture or anything like that, but so far it looks like when it's just mixed in with other things, it doesn't seem to be reacting or like doing anything crazy. So I think we're fine, but I think that's only if you layer it up a bunch, it puffs out. So hopefully the eyeballs should work good. They should have that nice puff paint pop out consistency. Hoping for it. Okay, and this is good, but I fear we've made it too brown and not ready enough. We'll see. But I'd really love to get some like bleeding gums action going if I can. Yeah, that's pretty good. Right? Is that showing up? Are those red? Red undertones aren't showing up so much. Okay. Let me see if I can get a little bit more red in there. Just a little bit more. I've got so much. Dried blood is brown. Yeah. I want it to be more of a red-brown, though, because the thing is that on screen versus in reality, right? It's always better to go with a more campy, grungy kind of. I don't necessarily want to go hyper-realism with it. There we go. There we go. Because that's fun for the... There we go. Yeah, I think that's a good enough one. Yeah, I like that. I like that shade. You have a more reddish red? No. I have bright red, and I've got black, and I've got terracotta colors. I ain't got nothing else. We're just gonna have to make... Blood does blacken when it dries out. It does. It does. And so, you're right. It's probably better to add a little more black to it than that. Because it is more of that consistency and color. Monmons are right. Monmons, you make a very good point. You make a very good point. Okay. Okay. And then... Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see. Let's try it out. Let's see where we go. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to mix the terracotta in to get a little bit more of that brown. But I fear I've mixed a little too much in now because now it's like super brown. And that is the problem with that color, is that it just turns everything into this like really unappealing brown color, which is great for like this, but it's not great for this. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna have to like put a bunch of paint on top of dried paint, and that's fine. I'm accepting my fate now. I'm accepting the reality of the situation, the gravity of the situation. It's really coming together. Yeah, we're making this, you know, horrifying house. Oh, this haunted, horrifying house, a haunted, horrifying home. I think. I hope. Okie dokie. So. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really... So, funnily enough, I think I've talked with Monmons before about this. So, you know, feel free to tune me out if you've heard it before. But, when I was little, was terrified of horror films, right? Not a horror film fan at all. Even still, I'm pretty cowardly. I would consider myself to jump pretty quick. I get scared pretty easy. But, I love nothing more than the practical effects and, like, the art side of it, right? Oh, Lobotomized, thank you for the follow. Fantastic name. And so, that black looks like it might have some blue in it. It doesn't. I mean, yeah, this black might have some blue base in it, but it's like pure black when it... Again, for some reason, it just shows up a little blue. But that's just the way it goes. But yeah, so I used to be like really terrified of anything remotely like scary. Very big coward I. But I don't know. I really am like fascinated by it now, in a way of like I just think it's really fun and I really enjoy it and I like I just like it. I think it's fun and I think it's neat and I like to play horror games and I like horror movies sometimes and I'm not too scared to watch them by myself. I just think they're neat and cool. Basically. All this stuff suffice to say. Can see why you'd like films like Evil Dead and The Thing then. Yeah, because I really so my middle ground is I really love campy B horror films because they're not like they're horror but almost in like a fun way. Like I would consider Evil Dead to be like a fantastically fun movie, right? Like insanely fun movie, right? It's very funny and witty and also dark and just really fun to watch, right? And I really dig it. I'm very partial. They all have the art, but not as much of the anxiety. Yeah. So, yeah. Evil Dead 2, I think Army of Darkness is probably my favorite overall, but 2 is so good. Evil Dead is more comedic than truly horrific. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But I am really glad that I've had the opportunity to see it. But it's funny to think about the fact that for the longest time I was absolutely like, didn't want to interact with horror movies, never wanted to see horror movies, didn't want to do anything like that because scary movies were like way too much for me. But I really like them now. They've grown on me a lot. I like the psych horrors and I like the campy B horror films. Campy B horror films, like also the B horrors tend to have smaller budgets. They tend to focus on practical effects more, which again, very near and dear to my heart. So I'm terribly biased, but I really love to watch films that have practical effects components because I just want to see how everything works. It's also why, like, again, while I'm not a big watcher of the Saw franchise, I like the movies conceptually because of the fact that it's like I love that so many of the traps actually work. I'm intrigued by, but I've never actually seen a Final Destination because I got way too scared as a kid. Because I saw like clips of like the scenes and stuff like that and got scared out of my wits. Trying to think of other like common films. I've seen the first Scream. I've never seen any of the Friday the 13th or any of those. I want to watch Halloween one day, but I've never seen Nightmare on Elm or Friday the 13th, which I feel like is a mess, like a failing on my part. Like I need to work harder, you know? I need to do better. So I need to lock the heck in, moms. I gotta work harder. Do. But yeah, I actually startle quite easy and I frighten quite easy. So me and horror movies for the longest time were not buddies. When I was little, Mama Fortuna chased me through a Luckbuster video with a cardboard cutout of Chucky. And for the longest time, I did not want anything to do with the child, like the Child's Play movies, because of it. I was like, I have, like, even, I was like, I just don't want to see him. I don't want to see him. Don't make me. Because of how freaked out I got. I gotta work harder. Well, I gotta work harder to watch more scary movies. Understandable. Have you watched 28 Days Later and its sequels? No. 28 Days Later is like a... It's like a zombie flick, isn't it? Chucky is unnerving. Yeah, that'll get you. When I was little, it was like terrifying because the cardboard cutout was like as big as I was, man. Scary. Scary. It's kind of messed up for that, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was... Okay. Let me see if I can, like... I really want, like, just the edges here. Just the edges. There we go. There we go. That was the kind of texturing I wanted, and then I messed it all up over here. That's fine. Hey, Daiya, your Necronomicon's looking great so far. Yeah. Well, it chases you around wherever you go with a knife. Yeah, I had a nightmare one time that for Christmas, Mama and Papa Fortuna got me a like Yoda doll that was as tall as I was, that became sentient and chased me around and tried to kill me. I was like 5, I think. It's like a little. And so the concept of like Chucky was like a horrifying, like exactly that nightmare come to life, and I did not want anything to do with it. No siree, Bob. Was not interested. No. Have you seen The Frighteners? I haven't. Again, there's a lot of them that I haven't seen. I haven't seen that many horror films. How do you feel about the old school Gremlins movie? When I was little, I thought it was super scary. I thought it was very scary. Now I think it is delightful. It's very fun. I like it a lot. There we go. Give me just a second. I'm lining the inside of the like lacerations and everything like that with this color. Cause I wanna that really quick. Sorry, no, it's not on screen. Give me a second. I promise. Okay. There we go. I think I can do this part on. Oh. Ah. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh. And there. But yeah, I would love to watch more scary movies with Mon-Mons. I would love to do that a lot. It would be really, like, genuinely would make me very happy. So we'll have to do it soon. I want to watch Blade next week, though. I may even drag Lazu along. We'll see. She said that she would watch it with me, so we'll see if she has the time in her busy schedule. Because I would love to watch Blade. Not really a horror film, but still a good movie. Not at all, but I like it a lot. I haven't seen it in forever, though. There we go. Okay, so there we go. I want to go around the mouth too. I don't think I've done that yet. With the same technique of just cleaning up the edges there. There. Okay. There we go. We're doing a little better. Greg D, thank you for the super. And Daiya, when did you learn you love painting? I like painting, but I'm not very good at it, I don't think. I really love, like watercolors, actually. But I didn't really, I kind of like convinced myself out of like, oh, you're bad at art, so like, don't worry about it for like a really long time until I decided like, you know, screw it, I enjoy it. I rewatched Blade a couple months ago. It's so peem. Yeah. Thank you, Maddie Izzy, sorry. I don't know why I put a R in there. Thank you for the super. The original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie is a classic, not the series. I've never seen any Buffy. The show or the movie. Copperhead, thank you so much for the super. Not gonna lie, I giggled like a hyena the first time I played Dead Space. I love that game. I want to play Dead Space really bad, but it seems scary. I heard the moe moe kien. Yeah, it's my alert sound. I'd watch Blade. The opening scene is fantastic all these years later, right? Yeah. Give me a second. Okay. There you go. Okay. Gotta get him out of the way though, because he makes. I don't wanna dirty him with my craziness. Oh, okay. It's still firming up, but we're almost there. This one is almost done. We're getting places. We're getting places. Okay. We're getting good places, Mon-Mons. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're getting there. We're figuring it out. There we go. I think. Okay. I also kind of want to do the edges too. Right? Just like a little bit. Just like a little bit of an edge to it. Give a little more texture, I feel like would be nice. I don't know. I haven't really done this before, so Mom, important question. How many Necronomicons have you made? please tell me how many of them, because I'm not super familiar with like how to what would look nicest. I'm just kind of like freeballing it and having fun in the process of just interpretive Necronomicon making, if you will. Yeah. It's kind of scary on the back. Oh. There we go. Someone's fuzzy little butt is moving around. Hey, please don't unplug anything. You're all tied up in wires and cables. Okay, sure. That's fine, I guess. Okay. There we go. I leave flesh sculpting to professionals. Yeah, that's me. Daiya Fortuna, flesh sculpting professional. At large. Yeah. Or something. I don't know. There we go. Then here. And then just a little bit of that here. And then... Right. Also, for anyone curious, this is what the back looks like right now. I just need to show you it really quick. It's pretty scary looking, no matter which direction you hold it. But it's getting a lot scarier, and I'm happy about that. I'm content. Dogbird up to his usual schemes. Yeah. Didn't know flesh sculptures were a thing. There's a guy on the news, like in the last week, who he makes like these sculptures out of like fake, like latex, I think, or something like that. And he makes these and like sells them online, and somebody left one at like a gas station. I guess it's like a prank. And the authorities got called because it looked so lifelike that people genuinely thought that some like freak sicko weirdo took a teddy bear and like literally made a teddy bear out of somebody's skin and then left it at a gas station. And they did like a whole investigation just to find out that it was it was just this artist who had no idea that this had happened at all. And he was just like, whoa, dude, like, huh? That must have been a rude awakening, I'd reckon. There we go. We only count completed volumes of Forbidden Lore. I only made 2. If we include karst, adafix, sigil diagrams, and incantations, I don't know how many. I just said that. Yeah! Heard about that at work. Their older artifacts with binding books in human skin was apparently a real thing. Yeah! Reminds me of that sun bear people thought was a person in a suit. Crickety, thank you for the soup, Daiya. Your stream right now feels a lot like a look into a cosplayer's workroom or an anime con workroom. What's your experience with con cosplaying? I, a long time ago, used to do it a little bit. But I haven't in a really long time. But I really liked... when I was in school, like going with my friends and cosplaying and stuff like that. It's really fun. But that was also like, you know, my embarrassing best attempts, you know. But there's some of that I really enjoyed. I learned how to sew from Granny Fortuna because of it. I wanted to learn how to like make costumes and stuff, so I asked Granny Fortuna to teach me and things like that. So I got into like making my own costumes and working on that side of things, and it was really fun. Are we talking the glomping era of anime or the MHA? The MHA era, Mon. I was not around for the era of random people glomping each other and yaoi paddles. No, that was a bit before my time, Mon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it was not something that I never saw it in person. Although I bet with the new Miku song that Sawtone did, I would bet money that that's probably made a bit of a resurgence lately with cosplayers. So be wary, Mons. Be warned. If you're somebody who goes to those kinds of events, be careful. There we go. Trying to dirty things up a little more. This is about the closest to dry brushing I'm gonna get, is just putting a little acrylic paint on there and just rubbing. Try and get a little bit more texture going. I'd say that's pretty well textured though, all things considered. Just a little dappling here and there. Some of it looks a little splotchy though, but that's fine. Again, doesn't need to be perfect. Just needs to exist. There. Okay. Anyone remember Homestuck? Yeah. Get it all nice and rubby. What? Happy little accents. Yeah. But you're knowledgeable about it. What do you mean I'm so knowledgeable about it? It's turning out really well though. Thanks! I think it is. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what's happened so far. I'm proud of what's come out of this thus far. Oh yeah. Oh, I should have. Yeah, wait a second. I should just put a little bit of black for like. Yeah, wait. Mix more. A little more black in with this. I want to put a little bit of rot around the edges. So it looks a little bit more gross and grungy. I've always wanted to watch the Rob Zombie horror films. Like Windmill of. What is it? Windmill of Corpses? But I'm a little scared too because they're like bordering on like they're like really like intense, aren't they? They're like more like gross out gore, right? It kind of be proud. Thanks. Don't. The real horror of old dark artifacts, black mold for real. Rob Zombie House of the Dead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, House of Thousand Corpses. Yes. That's the one I was thinking. My bad. I think I got that in the... Something like that. Yeah, what are they're called like the Firefly family, right? Something along those lines. The like family of psychos that a lot of, I think, Thousand Corpses and a few of the others. Really, it's more campy goofy? Are you sure? Do you promise? It's not that bad? I'm really scared because I didn't really know about this until recently, but there's like a really like gross out like there's some like really bad, like not bad, but like for me, bad, gross out levels of like gross, nasty horror where they're just like, it's just like, it's not the gore part. It's the like, it's excess to the point of like just being like really, really disgusting. Like being gross, nasty, disgusting to be gross, nasty, disgusting with no other purpose or intention. And I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. But I always thought that Thousand Corpses was like really scary. So I'm not super scared of gore. It's more like, again, like gross out, I guess, you know? Like I read an excerpt, and there's a movie called 31 that's also really cool. Oh, awesome. I heard of a genre of novels, shock horror. Yeah, like shock horror, but specifically more like when you get into like, there's a genre of horror called like splatter, where it's just like, it's just disgusting, like splatterpunk, where it's just like disgustingly over the top. And anything that like gets into that level, I don't want to deal with. That is no. I read like a tiny excerpt because, well, I didn't read it. I saw a TikTok that talked about one of those, and it was like, oh, it was so bad. It was so good. It wasn't even like an actual excerpt. It was somebody summarizing the book, and it grossed me out so badly that entire genre. And then when they were like, yeah, this is part of that genre, I was like, keep it away from me. Keep it away from me. Comically over the top is fine. It's when it's like insanely detailed, graphic for the purpose of like just showing you excessively gross things and like disgustingly like detailed for the sake of that. You saw Goosebumps? The films? Like the kids' films? I like Goosebumps. I like the novels too. But yeah, there's like this playground something or other. I can't remember what it was, but it was just ugh. Edgy grotesque horror. Yeah, shock horror. Yeah, it's just not for me. Unless there's like a real, again, unless it's really, really, really good. Like it's a really good narrative, or like there's a really, really good amount of like the practical effects are really good, or something's really impressive with it. I don't like really like, I don't know. It's just, I've got my boundaries, and I'm gonna stick to them. You know? But gross out's not too bad as long as it's gross out for this, like, you know, if it's comedic in nature or if it's like not constant. But I don't like it when films are like literally just gross. There's got to be something else to it. Give me something. There's got to be some kind of value or merit to it. I don't just want to be grossed out. If it's gonna be a little gross, that's fine. But like, it's gotta make sense. I want, you know, I like scary stories because I like the actual story, right? There we go. But yeah, Mon-Mons have made me feel more comfortable. I will watch it. I believe in myself. I'll be brave. I'll watch it. I'll finally watch a Rob Zombie horror movie. I wanted to watch one of those films for a while, but I've never gotten around to it because I was scared. For me, that's Cronenberg, aka The Fly. How do you feel about Citadel and Beyond Citadel? The games, I haven't played them yet. My boundaries are very flexible. That's exactly why I hate a lot of 2000s shock horror movies. Yeah, I would say anything more than like Saw. No, I mean like Saw's pretty. I feel like Saw's like pretty like. It's not that bad, but like. Which classic horror films haven't you seen? Halloween. Nightmare on Elm. Friday the 13th. There's a good number of them that I haven't seen. Water checkpoint. Oh, thank you. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually post the final product when we finally get done with this Mon-Mons on Twitter. I think if I do, Twitter's finally going to like pull out. They're finally going to take me back behind the bar in Mon-Mons, I fear. I think they're finally going to do me in. I think they're finally going to like mark me as an account that's not suited for like they're going to be like, "Hey, you can't You can't. Stop. People don't talk about it, but Terminator is low-key a horror game. Really? Terrifier is a recent one I can't get into. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I think that, like, it's an interesting concept because isn't Art the Clown, like, kind of, like, just a little guy? Like, he just wants to, like, as long as you follow the rules and as long as you're respectful and nice to him, then, like, nothing bad happens to you. But, like, because all these people are, like, assholes to him, it's, like, it's an interesting concept. But, This channel has been suspended for being unsuitable for any audience. Can't believe they old yell or die. They haven't yet. I don't want them to, Mon. That's the whole point. I don't want them to. There we go. Art the Clown is just gleefully evil. Oh! I watched Terrifier and it bored me to tears. Yeah, it's, again, like, I tend to want to go for like, psychological horror films more so than, like, or, like, again, like, films that are practical effects heavy. Those are, like, my two big ones. It's looking good so far. I feel like you're getting the hang of this. Thank you. I feel like I'm figuring it out. I feel like I'm getting used to it, Mons. And then we're gonna coat this bad boy in Mod Podge so it's sealed, so it doesn't crack. Because being that it is synthetic skin and there's a lot of movement to it, thankfully the acrylic does stick pretty well. But the issue is I don't want the acrylic to crack over time. So we will be Mod Podge sealing it just for an extra layer of comfort and safety. Because I'd like to keep it around, you know? We worked really hard on this, Mons. I want to immortalize it, you know? It's a memory of time I've spent together with Mons. Very important. There we go. Oh, God, that looks... I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of proud of myself. Is it wrong to say I'm kind of proud of myself for this one so far? It's working out better than I anticipated. Okay. And then I really want, like, some gross, grody teeth, right? Like, I kind of wish that I'd painted first and then put the teeth on, but I think it makes more sense if the teeth are, like, gross and ratty too, right? I feel like that just makes sense. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. There's some of the UV stuff that's still there, and I'm gonna see if I can cover it with this. I don't know if it'll adhere, but we'll see. Only one way to find out, right? There we go. I'll see what I can do with the bleach white to try and get some of that off. But if not, it's not the end of the world. I think it's fine if there's a little bit of... Oh yeah, actually that's coming off pretty easy right now. I think we shouldn't have too much trouble with it later, but for now that should be fine. Yeah. Looks amazing. Thank you. He should not have pearly whites, right? I think actually what I'll do is I'll go over the teeth themselves with a coat of, let's see. We've got got that one. We've got this one. I think maybe like this, possibly. How's that color? Like a slightly off. I kind of like how much they stand out though right now. I feel like if we put anything over the top of them, they won't stand out as nice. I think I want to keep them. I want to keep them the way they are. They're good right now. I like them. And then we'll do the bottoms too. For good measure. We'll put some gross, grimy guck around them because we don't want them to like be perfect. But for right now, let's try the layers on top of each other to see how it looks so far. Okay. How are we feeling? How are we? Oh. It's pretty good. Maybe it's me, but I think it's pretty good. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna put probably a little bit more white around the eyes actually, because I do think that we've gone a little too far on the irises. But let me see what I can do with this really quick. Yeah. There we go. I do want to put a little bit more white on there to try and clean up these edges. Because I think that... I really do think, honestly, that the... Is this... Wait. I don't think that's even... That's like more of a skin tone than like a white. Greg, thank you for the super! Evil laugh. It looks delightful. Thank you. Yeah. Maybe some red paint on the teeth to look like it bit somebody. Ooh, maybe on the tips of them to look like they've... Yeah, I like that. I like that concept. Oh. Just realized I hadn't opened this one yet. Okay. So these... Oh, come on. There you go. There we go. I'll mix the two colors together so that it's still white, but it's a slightly more. There we go. Or more of an off-white kind of color. Just don't want the... That's too... It's too, like, skin tone, if that makes sense. Looks too fleshy. I don't want that. I don't want it to look like flesh, Mons. It's an eyeball. I mean... It should be fleshy, but not... It should still have, like, its own color palette to it, you know? Doesn't have to be perfect either. Just needs to be good enough. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Oops. Well... That is fine. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but here. There we go. Just gotta make smaller irises. Because right now, as it stands, they're too damn big. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Better. Better. I hope you're planning to sleep with that thing looking at you the entire time. No. No. God, no, Mon. Do you want me to have nightmares? Do you want me to have fricked up evil nightmares? Mon. No, that's scary. Mons, no. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh, creeping me out. Okay. Let's see here. Taking the red. Taking the black. There we go. And mixing again, because I have no impulse control, Mon-Mons. I have once again made too much dark. I need more red. I want it to be more, I want it to look more like fresh blood. You know, basically like that. That's gonna be better than the other ones. The other ones had been. So you know what? I will take it. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. This is good enough for what we need to be working with, I think. Right? Maybe a little more red. No, I think a little more... No, a little more red. Yes, I see. I don't know what language she spoke, but I love it. Thank you. That was my language. Yeah. Take notes, Mon-Mons. You gotta learn the language of Mon-Mon. It's just like that. So, get to work. Gotta pull out your textbooks and start learning. I believe in you. You've got this. Just a little bit. A little bit of studying each day and you'll have it figured out in no time. Okay. So that's much better color-wise. I think you can tell. Yeah, that looks a lot more red. That comes out a lot more red on camera. Good. Okay. So, do we want a little bit? Maybe just a little. And then there we go. Oop. More like that, right? Thinking something in that kind of vein? Yeah. The regional dialects are hard. Yeah, that's okay though. The paint looks like a nice shade of chocolate. It does a little bit, but I think that will show up as more blood-like. I'm hoping. And then we can do this one. And we can put the... Oh, we should let that dry a little bit more first. Oh. Mon-Mon, out of the way. Saving you, Mon-Mon. I'm saving your life. Don't worry. Don't worry, Mon-Mon. I've got you. Okay. And then a little bit of... Just a little bit there. And then... Yeah. Okay. I think this is looking pretty darn good so far, Mon-Mons. I feel like we're making good progress. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like we're doing pretty good here. How's that? Oh, well, okay. So am I me. My hands are covered in paint. Oh, I've just cut my... I keep cutting my gloves open. I have no idea how that happens. Oh, that's so scary. Hey, that's really, really unsettling. I don't know how I feel about it. It's really I mean, it's good, but it's really unsettling. Okay. It's getting pretty good, Mon-Mons, right? Yeah? How did I cut my freaking gloves in so many places? Have I been using scissors? I haven't. How did I cut my gloves open? Huh? What the heck? I fully did. I cut my gloves open again. Huh? There's like cuts in my gloves. How'd that happen? I don't know. Oh well, he bites back. Yeah, maybe so. Oh, probably from how aggressively I've been like trying to get the... Okay. I'm actually really proud of the skin work. Okay. And then we're gonna do some... Oh, I really need that. I need you to lock in. I need you to lock in. Okay. Come on. Come on. Tiny lines. Tiny lines. Think about tiny lines. It's not working. It's not doing it. It's not doing tiny lines. It's not really it. It's not really a detailed brush, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not really doing what it's supposed to. It should, but it's not. It's okay. We'll figure it out today, I think. And then kind of... That'll be fine, I think. I hope. And then... Is it better? Better. I think. Better. Yeah. Better. Okay. And then... What else? What else can we do here, Mon-Mons? What else does he need? Oh. Ah. I keep covering my hands in paint. This being right here is not safe. Not safe. I keep sticking my hands in it accidentally. What else can we do here, Mon-Mons? What do you reckon? Texturing? Where will you be keeping him? A little bit more red under the cut since there's still some white showing. Oh, is there? Oh, there is. You're right. Okay. That can be arranged. That can be managed. Okay. We can place this and that. Okay. Complete. Oh, let's just grab that actually. Yeah, we can. We'll just color all that in too, right? That'll be fine. It'll be a-okay. There we go. Just grab some more. I think that's about all we really needed to do, but I'll cover it in another coat of paint. I'm not even gonna complain. It's another opportunity for me to do a little bit more painting. I don't know why. It's just really like therapeutic and calming and nice, Mon-Mons. If you ever have some spare time, you should really consider making yourself a little Necronomicon. Yeah. Melting some wax onto it or adding metal like staple screws would be cool as accessories. I don't think I have a stapler on hand, unfortunately. Does it have a name yet? No. We should start taking ideas. I kind of... Crazy concept, Mon-Mons. What if I don't like these eyes? What if I don't like them? What if I want them to just be, like, gaping holes instead? What's your opinion, Mon-Mons? Do we like them with the eyes or without? Because I kind of instead want to, like, make sockets. What's your thought on the matter? Do you like the eyeballs or do you think gaping sockets is better? I kind of like the idea of building up. I think they make him too happy. Yeah, I think we gotta take his eyes out, Mon-Mons. I think we gotta rip his eyes out. Big old googly eyes? No, that's too silly. That's too silly. Oh. We have epoxied his eyes, though. And the epoxy stays really good. Okay. Give me a second. Let me think about this. Oh my god, the epoxy is so good at holding. It's so good at its job. Okay. There we go. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Okay. Oh! Okay. Sorry for going, ugh. Okay, I can put his eyeballs back if I want to, but oh my god, it's like snap closed Polly Pocket. You can switch them back and forth. No, But genuinely, I'm thinking instead, I'm thinking about doing the same thing again. Same thing. Might want to switch my gloves really fast. Give me a second. Let me do that real quick. Because I don't really want epoxy on my hands. It's kind of not a good situation to be in. So let me switch gloves really fast. You don't suppose making a really black eyelet is a possibility, is it? I mean, I could, but I think I'm just going to do sockets. I think that would be fun. I think I like the idea of, like, the gaping holes. I don't know. But I want to put some dimension in it, so we'll still build up around. We'll just build a base under, and then... Oh, I say that, but my hands are all sticky from the sweat. I use, well, I'm actually using vinyl this time. Normally I use nitrile gloves. But instead I got these vinyl ones, and they're really, really nice, but the only dilemma on ones is that they make your hands really sweaty. Really easy. So my hands are like, they like make little pools in there. I take them off and I'm like, oh. Vinyl gloves rip more easy. Oh, well that sure would explain it, wouldn't it? Oh, dang it. I may need to buy some nitriles, but that's fine. I like the nitrile ones anyways, but the nitrile ones feel thicker than these ones, which I like I like being able to feel the more tactility. What if you use the vinyl from the gloves to make an eye socket? We could, but I want the curvature of it so that when you look at the book head on, or when you look at it from an angle, you can see that there's actual depth to that under it. You know, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound, Mon-Mons. We may as well, right? So give me a second. Okay. Okay. Sorry for like vinyl glove struggle ASMR. I'm sitting here like genuinely fighting against these things. My thumb is like disappeared. Like, why is it like this? Okay, it's... They're back on, but not at what cost? Okay. Anyways, we're good now. Ugh. Okay. A big stretch. Because I've been shrimping, and that's no good. Okay. We're good. We're ready. We're ready and we're good. Okay. Time to lock the fuck in! Okay. Let's grab some more epoxy part B. So. Oh, no! Oh. No, I pulled the... Hey, I just got my gloves back on. And it pulled a part of the fucking glove! It's fine. Well, hey. Mon, who recommended that I, Your pet rock, you're right. We are putting a little bit of my gloves in this, but not in the way that you think. Not in the way that was originally planned, but it's the way that we're getting it now. Did not realize the strength of the epoxy would just casually rip my gloves, but that's fine. That's... okay. Yeah, sure. Alright. That's fine. I think I just ripped him again. Did I? No, not yet, but I'm sure I will, probably. That's okay. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh no. Okay, come on. Come on. Ah, come on, epoxy. Pull yourself together. Oh my god. Stop being so sticky! Oh! Okay. Vinyl gloves are great because they don't age, but they rip easily and don't stretch. Yeah, they're not doing the thing they're supposed to. It's fine. It'll be whatever. Anyways. Part A is so much easier to take out than Part B. Oh my god, Part B, stop sticking to everything! No! Now there's epoxy on the bottom of the epoxy container. Epoxyception. Okay. What if... Okay. Yeah, stick to that. Don't stick to me. Stick to that. Make friends. Make friends. Make friends. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's like the world's most evil slime. It's like the world's most evil slime. Or putty. It's really more putty, but still. The sentiment still stands. Can see why you need to eat ribs in the shower at least. Hey! Really? I'm being roasted. Monmons, how could you do this to me? Okay. I can't believe you've done this. This really makes you feel like Batman? What do you mean? How so? What do you mean this makes me feel like what? Huh? I'm confused. What do you mean? I'm Batman? Since when? Since when am I Batman, Monmons? In what way? You'll ever watch those slime car cleaning vids? Just shades of that. Except if you stick this to your car, you'll never be able to remove it after 45 minutes. Okay. So... I need to mix it until the parts are like perfectly all one consistent color. And that is close enough. Okay, now we're gonna section this in two. And we're gonna take a little bit more on this side because this side feels a little empty. And then we're gonna make sockets, right? Ooh! Sorry. I got scared because there was a bug, I think. Is there epoxy on my leg? There is. Ah, no. Okay. Ugh, okay. So. That's fine. Okay, so. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do. Instead, we're gonna make like we would make an eye. And then instead, we're gonna put it down. And then we're gonna make an indentation like where there would be an eye, right? We want a bowl. We want to make a bowl, not an eye, but a bowl. Not an eyeball, an eye bowl. Anyways, so that'll be like our little place where the eyeball would be if we had one. Dun dun dun! There we go. Okay. Okay. And then second verse, approximately the same as the first, kind of, sort of, almost, basically. Okay. And then we're just going to, okay, put that there. Again, round it out, and then stick a finger in there, and build it all up. Okay. Shouldn't be that crazy, but it should be at least. There we go, kind of the shape approximately of what we're looking for. Right? I think so. And then that way, when all is said and done, like that. Right? You thought Daiya was a slot machine, but now she's Batman. Yeah. Daiya's Batman? I thought it was Alfred. Oh, heck. Oh, heck. You mean it's not? What? Huh? Okay. There we go. I think that's pretty good. for like a nice... Oh. Stop touching it. Stop touching it, me. Stop touching it. Okay, wait. I say that and then immediately touch it again. Okay. Stopping. We're not touching it anymore. We're going to stay there. We're going to hold. We're not going to touch it. We're not going to touch it. We're going to hold. We're going to stay right there. Okay. And in the meantime, we're going to cover this in some Mod Podge. You may be asking yourself, what is Mod Podge? Mod Podge is a water-based glue and sealant. Do we have anything else that we should do to this before we... Actually, I do kind of want to really quickly take like this, and I want to like fill in this spot here. Because that spot looked kind of rough. Okay, there we go. Now that spot's pretty good, I'd say. The actual, there we go. Okay. So. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. I've realized I've come upon a grave error. I'm realizing the more that I touch with my nasty... I'm gonna have to put on another pair of gloves. Daiya seems more like she'd enjoy being the Riddler. You're correct.
Thanks for playing.
Okay. Do you want any dirt smearing inside the sockets? I do, but I want to wait for a little bit until it's set so that it's not quite as tacky. Hi, Davina. Thank you so much for the tip. Hey, Daiya. Dropping in at work to say hi and hope you have a good stream. Thank you. I am. I'm having a lovely stream. Oh, sorry. And a lovely time. I'm going to try to dry my hands a little bit so they're not as sweaty before they go into the... Actually, I'm also going to use a little bit of hand sanitizer. I have an addiction to those little tiny hand sanitizers at Bath & Body Works. And so I have like a little collection of them. It's kind of a problem. But this one smells like starfruit sangria, but it has like lotion mixed in with it. So, not only does it smell good, but it's also moisturizing, which is nice. How's it taste? I don't know, but I hope it smells half as good as it tastes. I hope it tastes half as good as it smells. I feel like I'm tripping over my words every few seconds, though granted, it could be because of the fact that my mouth is rather dry. There we go. Okay. Oh, I thought I got paint for a second there on my shirt. And that would be terrible because this is a shirt that Mom's got me. Personal sized hygiene items are so addicting. Those ones are nice. I pick one up every so often from my dollar store. Yeah, I'm not the kind of person where I can like rationalize treating myself to big items. So for me, funnily enough, the hand sanitizers are like something where I'm like, oh, well, it has a practical application too, right? It smells nice and it's a hand sanitizer. I can rationalize spending a little bit more for a nice hand sanitizer because it keeps me clean, right? Those kinds of items I can kind of rationalize a little more, I feel like. Can treat myself to. Probably tastes like ethyl alcohol. That's true. Probably not very yummy, but hey. I haven't tried it yet. There's a reason why the voice alert says little treat and not big treat. True. Because Mon's one day the casino will be sustainable enough for big treat, but right now I'm a big treat girl in a little treat world, and that's okay. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. I also kind of feel like the skin on the mouth flaps is kind of, I don't know, it's feeling kind of 2D. I feel like I want to put a little more texture there too. Because they feel very flat right now. Oh, because I think I don't think I painted a skin tone over both of the sides. I think I only did one. That would explain a lot now, wouldn't it? Let me see if I can get a little bit more. Okay. There's one hand down. That's big wisdom. No, that's little wisdom. It can be both. It can be both. You can have a little and a big wisdom as a treat. That looks great. Thank you! So far, so good. We're cooking. We're trying to cook at least. Trying to wait for the eye sockets to solidify a little bit. I think I like the eye socket. I think I'm gonna like the eye socket concept more than I'm gonna like the... Oh, we should probably move them to... Well, I gotta make sure that they don't stick on the eyes. But if I need to move or change them... Oh! I ripped my glove. I ripped my glove around the wrist. Ah, heck. Okay. This is just the way that things are going for me right now. That's good enough. Okay. So I should probably put this over this really quick to make sure that it's not too... Yeah. Yeah. See, Mon? See, that's... Yeah. Mon. See? Get it? That's... Yeah. Yeah. See? Much better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I'm saying, Mon. Don't accept second best. You gotta work on it until you find something you really like. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up another little tiny bit of just this. Just enough. I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna straight up brush it onto this one, because there we go. And then go back to it with the... There we go. There we go. And then I don't feel like enough was... I feel like it's very, like, flat. If that makes sense. There we go. I wanted a little more dimension and texture before we got too carried away by everything else. Just feels a little... It feels a little too even in places, if that makes sense. And by switching it up and changing colors every so often, it gives a little bit more depth to it. There. See? Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Eek! Hiya. Much scarier. Yeah. I see, but the Necronomicon doesn't. And it shouldn't. It's not the all-seeing Necronomicon. It's the scary summoning monsters Necronomicon. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, now we have a very important mission, Mon, and that is... Do we make them completely black, or do we make them like a... I want to make the sockets, like, bloody. I want to make the sockets bloody. Just like the tiniest little speck of black, because we keep putting too much black into things, and it's making a mess. Okay. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Just mix all the gross, gunky, blucky colors all together. Yeah, and mix all the gross, nasty ones that we've made so far. Yeah. I need a little more black. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. There. Doop. My hands do occasionally tremor, and that makes things really difficult, especially in like VR. Because sometimes when I'm holding your camera, Mons, you can see a visual shake, and it always drives me insane. Okay. Let's just really... I really want more black than that, though. Well, maybe that's good. Necronomicon is so clunky, I prefer Grimoire on the zoologically dubious. Potato. Potato. Right? Basically. Okay. There we go. I want this sense of depth so that it looks like the eyeballs have been removed. go. Bop, 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 bop. This would feel such like a tiny, like, I just want to cause chaos, and I feel like I'm in a controlled environment to do exactly that. I feel like this will make things even better and nicer. And then I feel like in the centers we can put complete black. Or maybe not pure black, but maybe a little bit more black mixed in to make it grosser. Gross is the big vibe here. the desire is gross. The inspiration, gross. The attempt, nasty. With hints of ugh and ugh. That sounds hella good with a New York accent. Do I? Huh? What are you talking? What are you talking about? Put completely black in the center, but a vein like, ooh, okay, okay. I'm seeing what you're talking about. I'm picking it up. We could try some things like that. Make the cutest ASMR reasons for no reason. I do make a lot of random noises. It's just an innate part of my existence. I cannot stop it. I cannot control it. It's simply the nature of things. There we go. And then I'm also just gonna put some straight up black in there. Just a little bit. Boop. And a little bit there. Boop. And then we'll just move it outward, not mixing it, just moving it. Oh, well, I tried not to mix it, but kind of unavoidable, huh? That's okay. I feel like it worked a lot better on one side than it did on the other. That'll be fine. Okay. And then we can put some veins of red and other things like that through it later. But right now, that's going to be the big thing. And then we can do some, I'd like to do some like dusting, some lights too. But in theory, it'll look more like that. Yeah. See, moms, you gotta stick around. In a way, this is like putting makeup on someone. Yeah. This is. It's like, if you let me put makeup on you, Monmons, this is what happens. You should let me put makeup on you, because then you'll end up like this. And don't you want to be beautiful? What if I just put I could go and grab a pair of lashes real quick and just put him in some lashes. Just real quick, like, just as a little treat. It's been real good. He deserves it. Treat your horrifying, monstrous amalgamation of flesh. Okay. If you're cold, they're cold. So if we let you make us up, we're gonna turn into a Necronomicon? No. I must alter your appearance. It already looks so nice. Thanks. I'm gonna have nightmares. Let's go. The lashes would go from Book of the Dead to Book of the Slay. A man who won't let a cute girl put makeup on him is... I think that if you have a preference for or against it, that's fine. It's, you know... Whatever direction, you know, whatever you feel comfortable with, you know. But I think something that is really, really nice about makeup, I think, and like, I don't know, like letting other, like, I don't know if you've ever had like a friend, like, this is pretty common with like girls at sleepovers, so I don't know if this is common for like guys growing up, but like, at sleepovers, like, girls will brush each other's hair, And it's one of the most genuinely relaxing things in existence. I'm no longer the soundboard idol. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm no longer the soundboard idol? Are you saying that someone has taken my rightful righteous seat? I can't believe this. I can't believe you'd say such a thing. I can't believe this. Yeah. I just painted my table. If next hand cam there's like weird splotches on this table, you'll know why. 'Cause I never put a tablecloth down, and I should, and I know that I should, and I constantly remind myself, oh, like I should get a tablecloth, and then I never do. I never do, 'cause why would I do that? That makes way too much sense, Monmons. That makes sense, Monmons. How could I ever do something like that? Okay. There we go. And then just splotch that out really good. There we go. I feel like that's better. Just a little dry brush. Yeah. I mean, stories this table could tell, true. As a man, I wish men were more affectionate. We don't do that stuff. I don't really trust the homies with that. That's okay. It's not common for guys at all. Had wrestling matches. Oh, I'm the whole soundboard. Thank you. Can't remember the last time. Yeah, like, I think that's true. That's true. Like, I think that there's nothing wrong with like wearing makeup or not wearing makeup. It doesn't make you more or less of anything, whether that's feminine or masculine or anything like that. I think if it's something that you like and you want to try, do it. And if it's not something you like and that you want to do, don't do it. I only wish that life was more simple like that. You know? Like, if you want to do something, do it. Have fun with it. Pursue what makes you happy. It's not hurting anybody else. It's not hurting you. Then I think it's a fun thing. You should give it a try. But, yeah. I think people in general just, like, should be more, like, affectionate with their friends. Tell people that you care about them. You know? Life's too short not to. I think. There we go. Okay. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good, Mom. So far, it's looking nice. I wish men could wear cardigans. Men can wear cardigans, and they should wear cardigans. Cause you know who can, who wore cardigans? You know who wore cardigans, Monmons? You know who wore cardigans? Mr. Rogers wore cardigans. I don't know if that's necessarily like a, I don't know if that's necessarily like a style icon or not, but like, he wore cardigans. You can too. They're really nice and comfy in the winter months. I don't know if you're partial to a cardigan, but they're really comfy, and I like that they button up because I really don't like pullover sweaters. They're all right. I don't like them unless they've got a good pattern on the front. The patterned ones are fine. Maybe in 30 years I will. Ernest Hemingway, yeah. Mr. Rogers is an icon. Gotta strut down Main Street in the Mr. Rogers fit. I'm not gonna lie, like, that would be pretty cool of you, I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, kind of thinking, what if we, instead of doing black, because I feel like this is a little bit, what if we do black? What if we do black and then red? Shutterbox, thank you for 13 months of being a type 1 diabetic. What a nice smile. Does this book evoke happiness? It does. It does evoke happiness. For me. For me specifically, it evokes happiness. Does it evoke happiness for the book? Well, who knows? Only the book could tell you that. He's a little bit indisposed at the moment. Don't worry. It's not going to be that bad by the end of this, but did want to put like a little bit of a red wash. on it, maybe. We'll see. This might be too cartoony. I wanted to see, though, how it would look if I put a little bit more red in here. Only one way to find out. Also like the idea of like leaving it like really like wet looking. I don't know how to explain that, but there we go. And then we can put some black in the very, very center, but how to, oh, scary. How about that? Yeah, I think that gives a little more contrast. It darkens up in the center. It needs more blush. No. The Ernest Hemingway cardigan's a little different than Mr. Rogers' one. Daiya, imagine working in a haunted house prop department. Hey, hire me. I actually used to, one of my dreams, and I never got to do it, but I've never gotten to do it, but I hope that maybe one day I still can. I want to be a scare actor. The issue is that I'm very easily frightened, and I've never been in a haunted house before because I'm really scared and I don't want to go alone. But like, you know, I can't, right? But like, I would love to be a scare actor. I would love nothing more. I would love to so much. So much. Now he's in pain, but still happy about it. Yeah, good, as he should be. The scare actor gets scared and succeeds at actually scaring guests like that. That's true. You could chase people down with meat cups. Yeah. Would recommend haunted houses, especially the interactive ones. I don't want people to touch me. I don't want them to touch me. I'm scared. I don't want them to touch me once. It'd be scary. Noob question, what's a scare actor? Somebody who, like, somebody in a haunted house or in, like, a scary attraction that scares other people. Like, they get all dressed up and they scare people. And for the longest time, I was like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And then I never got to, and I still haven't gotten to, and I really want to. They're hired to scare you, not hurt you. Okay, and if well, I'm terrified of the prospect of what if somebody puts their hand on my shoulder to like try and scare me, and then what if I reel back and I punch them? Like if I punch the scare actor in the throat, I get in trouble, Mons. The scare actor doesn't get in trouble if I punch them, even though they scared me. If they touch me and I punch them, I'm sorry. Like I don't want that to happen. But like, yeah, you know, I wanna be somebody who pops out of the, you know, out of the darkness or something and goes, ah, you know, and I don't wanna walk through one because that sounds scary. That sounds scary. I feel like that's something they have to be prepared for. I have really bad anxiety, Mons, and I'm terrified of the concept of just reeling back and punching someone in a haunted house, because I'm either gonna A, have an anxiety attack and collapse on the ground, or like, you know, in like I don't think I'd handle that. I think I'd probably just like, I'd have to go with friends, because I'd have to like hold on to like I feel like if I'd gone like on the trip or something like that, like if there had been something like that, like for like Halloween Horror Nights or something like that, I feel like I would be just clinging to one of the other girls the entire time. Gotta be ready to duke it out with the guests. Yeah, because I feel like I'm easily frightened, which is why I love learning about how things work practical effects wise. Because to me, that's just like magical. It's fun and it's neat and it's nice and it's not like daunting or scary because I know exactly how it works. It doesn't feel as scary when you know the technical side behind it, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay. So, I'm going to put this here. Want to see something funny, Mons? I'm hanging it out to dry. I'm hanging it out to dry, Mons. Don't mind it. It's just oh. It's hanging out. Don't mind him. He's just hanging out. I'd be anxious in either position, honestly. That's understandable, too. I'm gonna then just put a little bit... Oh. Put a little bit of this in there. Put a little bit of this in there. And then again, we're not doing anything else. We're just gonna take as much of this off as we can. And then we're just gonna, around the edges and inside, just put the black. There we go. And then same with this side. We're not trying to blend the colors, we're just trying to put the black there on the insides. And then out here we can then merge the colors, but I want that depth of like, it gets so dark in there that it looks black almost. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if that looks alright. Only one real way to tell, but I think that's pretty good. And I think that'll dry nice. So we'll let that sit. I remember walking through a hall of mannequins with a strobe light, and when looked at me, the actor was so scared. Ugh. You let the full eyes fit one of the full eyes, or would that be too in the mouth of the book? Oh, we could try it. We could try it. Yeah, I'll give that a go. Give me a second. I'll give it a go. Okay. So, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna... Okay, so now we're going to set these brushes aside. I'm going to move you over. I'm going to put you down here. And it's time for Mod Podging. And I'm gonna take what used to be a makeup brush that is now oh! Mod Podge. Mod Podge. So Mod Podge is nice because it's essentially just for, like, it's just glue. It's just glue. And all I'm going to do with this is just run a really nice, thin, even coat of Mod Podge across it in the hopes of sealing it up nice so that it doesn't crack or have any other problems later on down the line. It shouldn't, but again, I don't want to take any chances with this because we worked so hard on it once. So, but we want to keep it nice and thin because if it gets too thick, it won't dry nice and even. The other thing is there's lots of little cracks that we really got to buff out. Also, if you hear snoring, I'm so sorry. That is Doggy Fortuna. He is honk shoe mimiing away right now. He is very comfy and very calm and chill. There were people at the casino today for a maintenance check to fix something, some repair people. And Doggy Fortuna was wah 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 the whole time. He's a very serious guard dog. You have to understand. So, eepy little stinker. Yeah, he has a hard job making sure that the casino stays very, very safe. So, if you hear him snoring, you now know not to worry. It's just an eepy little doggy. There we go. I can fit a little Mod Podge under there too. Other nice thing is that the Mod Podge should give the skin flaps some rigidity, so hopefully it will kind of help to seal that up nice too. Possibly. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure on that front. But again, only one way to find out, right? There we go. But that's why we got to make sure that we wait completely until after the paint has dried before going in with the Mod Podge. Otherwise, we'd be pushing paint all over the place. But this will dry nice and clear. And it should dry pretty fast too, which is why I kind of got to work fast too. In kind. But it should. end up being nice and matte and very even if all goes well. I'm hopeful. I don't want to ruin any of the hard work that we've put in so far, Monmons. Worked too hard. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. See? It's peeling. It peeled from the contact of my sticky gloves. Uh-oh. Okay. See? That's why we need the Mod Podge Monmons. It'll hold it. It'll hold it and seal it in place real nice. Until then, until it's sealed, it could start to lift or peel or crack. And we've put a lot of layers. The other thing is we put a lot of layers of paint on this, and the more layers of acrylic, the more likely that flaking and other things like that could come about. So it's a good idea to have some Mod Podge backup in the sealing department. There are people at the casino today. I would hope so. Yeah, he worked hard to keep everything safe. Yeah. Team cats. Hey, whether you like cats or dogs, both are good in their own ways. I really like cats too. My favorites are like Himalayans. I think Himalayans are super duper cute. And Scottish folds and other cats like that. I also would love Sphinx cats. I think they're very cute. And their little hairless chicken bodies. They look like uncooked chicken. I love them. But I have not personally had one. The Fortuna family had a cat when I was really little. And she was delightful. She was a Himalayan. And she was so delightfully stupid. Complimentary. She was very dumb. But I have not had cats personally. Just because, again, I worry that I'm too outgoing and not high strung, but I feel like I'm too excitable and too clingy. I like a very huggable, affectionate animal, and I fear that if I were to adopt an animal like a cat, and then it turned out to not be a similarly clingy animal, I fear that like I would want to like pet it and not cling on to it, but like I would want to be affectionate to it, and it would not want that. And I would obviously do my best to respect boundaries, but it would be tough. Cats cannot deal with cute aggression. Yeah. But some cats like to be cuddled, and I think that's lovely and delightful. Okay, so as this dries, it should dry matte, not shiny. So any of this like shininess should hopefully like flatten out into a nice matte. We'll see as we go though, because again, haven't used matte Mod Podge before, but there's a first time for everything. So that should be good for now. I guess we can also Mod Podge while we're waiting on the eyes to dry, we can also Mod Podge the mouth and forehead areas too. Since those and the eyes will all have to be Mod Podged eventually, we may as well just start on it now, right? Better late than never. There we go. It's a very weird feeling painting on glue. Feels like I shouldn't be allowed to do this. It's very like sticky. It smells very glue-like. Like exactly like an Elmer's bottle of glue, or like classic school glue, which is basically is. It's just a slightly different formula, but the elements are essentially the same. I think. I'm not a specialist. I don't really know. Don't quote me on that. Okay. So there we are. I want to play like some classic horror games from like the late 2000s, early 2010s that I associate with being like childhood scary games for me. Like I was thinking about Slender the 8 Pages recently, and I was like, man, kind of want to play that soon. What do you think, Lonwans? You think that'd be fun? Hard to judge a cat's personality before adopting them. Yeah, they can change a lot. This glue smells like glue. Who'd have thunk it? My cat's super dependent. Yeah, some of them are super friendly and affectionate, but I just, again, like, I know that cats' behaviors and personalities can change quite drastically after adoption because they take a little bit longer to warm up and feel comfortable and accustomed. And dogs can too, don't get me wrong, but they tend to be a little bit more, because they're more pack animals, they tend to be a lot more like focused on wanting to be around people, and wanting to be in contact and interacting, and I like that level of I'm lonely, ones, you know? I think I can coat the outsides now, because those are tacky. So I can coat the outsides in Mod Podge, but I should probably wait for a little bit on the inside. Ooh. I'm really worried that this is too much Mod Podge on these parts, but if it is, we can always just come back later, but come back to the drawing board. But I don't think it actually is. I think it just needs more time to dry. Okay. So let's just do a really thin little layer here of Mod Podge. And we should be pretty good, relatively. There we go. Yeah, that's still very wet, so we should still definitely wait on that part. Big hugs, thank you. Give it a coat and let it dry, yeah. Ones are lonely too. I can't afford an animal. I want some rats or a cat or a Dalmatian dog. Yeah, I hope that Monmons who want pets are able to get them one day. I think they definitely help with mental. I think sometimes it's difficult to motivate yourself to take care of yourself, but if you have something like to protect and take care of, sometimes that helps. At least that's how I work. Yeah, dogs tend to be more sociable. Not always, but tend to. Rats are free though, hello? For real. But also, if you're not in a position where you feel able to take care of an animal, I think it's very responsible to not do so. You know? To not just immediately jump up and try. So I kind of like it's not super matte right now, but it is drying matte when it does finally finish drying. But it's looking pretty good. I think it's very good. We really cannot, I'm really not going to be able to, like, show this, I don't think I'm going to be able to show this on Twitter after today's stream, though. I'm going to be so real with you. I don't think they're going to like it if I try. I might still do it anyways as a little treat to myself, but I don't think they're going to like it. Might not be matte, but it's definitely... What? It's definitely Pat. What do you mean? I guess that's just your theory. But, bum. Looks like it's ready to whisper dark deeds to, like, play one more Uma run. Yeah. Dark, evil, fricked up thoughts. It's full of evil thoughts and hatred and violent, evil, awful thoughts. We can try putting one of the... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I thought the eyeball was stuck to my table, and if it was, then things are going to be very complicated. We could put one of the eyeballs in the mouth, but if we did, then it would look like that. Oh, that does kind of look cool. That does look kind of sick, I'm not going to lie. That's kind of neat. How do we feel about that, Monmons? How does it make us feel? How does that make you feel, Monmons? My big issue is that I don't like the lack of detail on the eyeballs. It's lovely. White woman arm jump scare. Scary. Ah, scary. Ah, scary. Ooh, ah, scary. 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 I know. I don't see the sun. I don't see the sun. The outside of my arm is a little bit tan from going to Disneyland, but the inside of my arm is scary. It's scary and it's pale and it reflects. Vampire Daiya. No. I'm a little tan right now. A little bit. Just a little bit. From all the sun I got. It's the most sun I've gotten in months. Scary fireball in the sky. Yeah. Whoa, scary. Whoa, scary. Ah. Ah. She reflects the moonlight. Yeah. I'm like a disco ball. I feel like the eye's slightly too big for the mouth. Maybe a 10% smaller eye would be better. Is this one smaller? I don't know. I don't think so. It's not smaller. Nope. That one's not gonna work neither. It's okay. We tried. What? Honestly, I think that's pretty darn good. All things considered. Do you think I should go back over that? I don't think it's that bad. I'll worry about it later. I was exposed to sunlight. Yeah, whoa, scary. Scary. Yeah, I think all things considered, I think it looks quite nice. Compared to where we were last time, it looks really good. I think. This is taking on the strangest I Spy quality. I spy with my little eye. Next time you do this drink, will do. Next time we do this, we'll do something also. I want to recreate some of the paintings from Ebe, so maybe we'll do one of those sometime. Definitely taking shape. Yeah. I feel like we're getting places, Mon-Mons. I feel like we're schmoovin'. We're getting there. I think the only thing that I would also like to do is I'd like to obviously stitch through all the layers and then maybe we could do even more and actually we could actually go through and put some epoxy around these sides to really build it up. But honestly, I like the 3D texture and quality it has because it's already raised. Here, I kind of like this as it is. I feel like it's pretty nice as is. Once we get to sewing, though, it's going to pucker a little bit. But I may sew on my own time because it's going to be kind of time consuming. We'll see. I think if the eyes are more ovals and circles, there could be something there, more pointy and threatening at the ends. Yeah, but I think it's fine as it is. I think it's quite nice. It's definitely still staring into your eyes. Or into your soul, pardon me. Looks like it's ready to jump and take a bite of somebody. Good. That's what I want. I want it to do that. I want it to do that. I want it to do that. I want it to do that a lot. I want that so bad. Okay. I want it to jump and take a bite out of somebody. Okay. And then, can you hear my tummy grumbling? I haven't had dinner yet. There we go. I think that's pretty damn successful, Mon-Mons. I think we did... Oh, I'll give him a little swipe of the teeth. Oh, no. Wait, by doing that, I mixed the paint. Fuck! Get off. Get off. Get off. No. Come on. The pearly whites. They still have to be kind of pearly. Almost. Yikes. I made a mistake. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsie. Scary. Okay. Try it again. Less Mod Podge this time. There we go. See? That's what we wanted. It's like that. And then just a tiny bit Mod Podge here for the bottom teeth. Yippee! There we go. Boom. And there they are. Much better. Now, if he looks like he needs a dentist, it adds to the spooky. Truly. Have you ever had a project almost perfect and then one final touch and then it ruins it? Yeah, I'm so scared. Hey, you can always use acetone later. True, true. You can always give them a little bit of a wash up. But I'm not gonna lie, Mon. I think this is a very successful Necronomicon so far. I think I'm gonna do some binding, and then I'll show you photos of the final project once I have bound it. But it's gonna need some time to set everything, and I'm gonna have to seal some stuff. And I don't have the means to necessarily do that right now, but I think it's pretty good. I'm proud of it. I am very proud of all of our hard work today, Mons. I would say that we've done fantastic. What a happy guy. What a happy, pleased. He's not really a customer. He's here against his will. But, you know, if he was a customer, he'd be so pleased. What are we going to summon with this thing? I don't know. What kind of things do you want to summon with it, Mons? What kind of horrifying monsters do you think could be summoned with something like this? What do you reckon? I don't know. Probably something sick and evil and twisted, right? Probably something hecked up and evil. Huh. Dinner? Dinner hangs out in the closet in the Fortuna favor bathroom. I don't know why. He just hangs out in there. Like, I could put Dinner in a different spot, but for some reason, it's really funny to me every time I wake up and I need to go get my skincare to open the door to the closet for my little bathroom and to see Dinner hanging out. So Dinner hangs out and protects my skincare and, like, my face wash and stuff. Could summon Mons. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. He's thrilled to be happening. Summon Shubmon Monoth. Yeah. Whoa. Scary. The Eldritch Abomination Dinther. Truly. I'm very proud of what we've created today, Mons. Who is Dinner? Is the book Dinner? No. Dinner is from a stream last year where we summoned demons. Look up Daiya Fortuna demon summoning stream. That's probably going to be the closest or easiest way for you to experience that stream. If we're not careful, it might summon a maid manticore. Oh, that'd be crazy. Oh gosh. Summon an army of Mons to use as prannies. Yeah, I'm gonna throw you all and you're all gonna explode on contact. I believe in me. But all things considered, I would say that today has been a very, very successful day of making a Necronomicon. Not surprised that you have a demon summoning stream. You really shouldn't be, I feel like, at this point. This is pretty par for the Daiya Fortuna course at this rate. There we go. I'm gonna start unplugging my lights, and eventually I'll start cleaning up from all of my hand cam goodies. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun! I had an absolute blast. I will take lots of photos after it has fully dried and is sealed of the Necronomicon, but I hope that you had a good time. I'd be more surprised if there's only been one. There's only been one of the demon summoning streams so far, but it was really fun. It was a really good time, and I hope that if you go back and watch it that you enjoy. There's a lot of those kinds of like October, I think last year was really fun. There was a lot of crazy stuff going on there. He's beautiful. I think so too. I think he is also very beautiful, and I think Mon should bask in his glory. Do you really need more than one demon? I mean, I don't know. Problem with being cool is that everyone thinks things are going well. They are, but not because I'm cool. Oh, yeah, a struggle. Perfection is truly agonizing. I would know. I love these creative arts and the craft streams. Thank you! I love doing this stuff. It really makes me happy. What other fun occult stuff will we do in the future? I don't know, but if you have any recommendations or ideas for fun little streams, hey, I'm never gonna complain if you field them my way. I definitely would not. I would definitely not be bummed. I could use a demon to sweep the floor and do the laundry. That's real. Did really good work today. Thank you. I had a lot of fun today. And I look forward to doing lots and lots more fun, silly, goofy stuff together very soon. I am going to go and head out pretty soon for some dinner because I do need to go and eat some food. But I hope that Mon's had a fun day today. I really enjoyed today's stream, and I hope that you did too. 3D Morph Suit stream when Daiya does a demolition derby. I would love to figure out a way to rig that up for my model in 3D. I don't know what demolition derby entails though. Don't know how to figure that out, but it's fun hearing your thought process through working through these craft streams. Yeah! I'd love to one day buy a garage kit for figures. And actually like build a garage kit figure one day too, but I don't have the painting skills down for that, nor necessarily the dexterity needed, but maybe one day we can figure that out. One day together we'll figure it out. I hope that everyone had a lovely, lovely time today during this stream. I love doing these fun little campy experiences. It's fun crafting. Yeah, always do. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Have fun. Yeah, thank you. Waiting for the Daiya Power Tool review stream. I don't know if I can be trusted with power tools yet. I don't think I'm at that level yet. Have a nice night. Thank you. You missed the Daiya stream. It's okay, Kudok. Don't worry, there's VODs available. And if the VODs disappear, if you liked these streams and you want to catch some more, for those of you on Twitch, I am also on YouTube. I started out on YouTube, and I recently moved to streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. It is really, really fun. I really enjoy it. And I'll also be doing some Twitch exclusive streams relatively soon because there's some music related games and things like that I want to play that I have concerns about playing on YouTube and getting in trouble for. So we can always avoid it by just moving to Twitch for a little bit. It's great seeing you. Thank you. I didn't catch much, but it was nice hanging around. Thank you for being here and for stopping by. No matter how long or short the time is, I'm always very honored and very happy to get to spend time together. It doesn't matter the duration, it's the quality over the quantity. So I hope that you had a good time. I hope that you enjoyed yourself today, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Have a lovely, 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 lovely rest of your day, whether it's morning, noon, or night for you, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye for now, Mon. I'm gonna send you all over to some other lovely, lovely people. Yes. Okay. There we go. I finally figured out who I was sending you all to. Bye, Marina. Have a great day. Thank you. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you. Have a lovely rest of your day, Mons. It was really lovely, and the Necronomicon is looking great. Have a good night. Thank you, Vena. Nayasu me every Mon. Bye for now. Bing. Bye for now.